Hi everybody, it's Debbie at Dewdrop Gables here. I'm here to do a VR for Linda at CraftyLinnieP on YouTube. She's having a birthday challenge. I'd seen Elaine, who is Silly Eels on Facebook, I'd seen her do a VR a few weeks ago, and it sounded like fun, so I hopped over to Linda's channel and I subbed to her and asked if it was okay to join in being so new, and she said absolutely. And I've really come to like watching Linda's videos. So yeah, I know I must be crazy. I have so many going on already. It's like, do I really need to do another one? But yeah, sometimes you just go for it. Anyway, so I did. And anyway, so to join up to Linda's challenge, her birthday giveaway challenge, you must be a subby over 18. It is open to everybody, international. You have to leave a comment on her video. She wants you to make an ATC, and on the back she wants you to include your name, your address, your birthday, as well as your favorite color or colors and your crafting style. If you want, you can also make a banner, like a pennant for a banner or a wall hanging. They only need to be 5 by 7. She doesn't need a big wall hanging, but just a, something small. She would appreciate that if you could, because she has no art on her walls and she wants to start filling the walls in her craft room. So she likes the vintage shabby chic style, and that's what she'd like the wall hangings to be in. Now, you don't have to. The ATC is the only thing you really need to do, but you do get an extra entry if you do a pennant banner or a wall hanging. You also can make stick pins. She would like if you could make 2 stick pins. Another thing, this is optional, it's only if you want to. And if you do, though, you will be entered into a separate draw, which she's having for people that make the stick pins. So it all gives you more entries into the challenge. And this, with the stick pins, I believe one of them actually goes to a prize as well for the winners. I'll leave the link for Linda's challenge video down below. If you're interested, you can join up. It doesn't end till the end of August 31st, so there's still a couple weeks, just over a couple weeks left. You still have time to enter, and she's going to do the draw on September 1st. You don't have to make a VR. If you want to, you can. You don't get any extra entries for the VR. But I thought, well, I might as well talk about it while I show what I made for Linda for her birthday challenge. So this is my ATC, and I'm really sorry about the lighting in here. It's nighttime. I took my mother-in-law to my husband's cousin's today. She was taking her to bingo, and then they were also meeting with my aunt, my mother-in-law's sister, and they were going to have dinner, and she was going to stay the night in that town. So she's not back till tomorrow, so I thought, well, while she's away, I'm going to try and get a few VRs done, maybe a bit of crafting. So anyway, with that, it's nighttime, the lighting is terrible, but this is the ATC I made. On the back I have all my information. I took a couple pieces of cardstock and glued them together to give it a little extra stability. I also used texture paste to put dimension on here. And this image, this image is a vintage image I found on the Graphics Fairy, and she's sitting there sort of staring off into space. And I've got her propped on a miniature domino with glossy accents, and I stamped and embossed out Remember to Dream. I put them up on pop dots, and I also glossy accented those. It just to me looked like she was daydreaming. And then I made a couple butterflies off with a die cut I have. I put stickle around the edge. I used some pretty paper, and I also glossy accented all of the butterflies. Put some pearls and stamen for the antenna. I didn't put antenna on the tiny ones, and I just put a little stickles in the middle for the body. And then I put some mesh bling along the side and at the top. So that's my ATC. And everybody knows that I love stick pins, so I had to do stick pins for her challenge. And I thought, what better way to do it than to make the wall hanging a stick pin cushion. So this is an idea sort of taken from Fiona Jennings 644, where she had done a stick pin holder tag. I put a doily over top after I've got some pink satin under here, and I stuffed it and then topped it with a doily. And I made a lace flower, and I think a couple of these laces came from Amanda from her Scrimpy's Craft Boutique on Facebook, and this flower in the center came from Wild Orchid Crafts. And on the bottom I've got two different dangle laces, and then two pink laces, which again I think are from Amanda. I should write these down. Terrible. And then I've got flat back pearls, and this is a butterfly from Renee Bouquet. Renee Bouquet. She's on Etsy, I believe. And then I've got lace all around the top and sides with more flat back pearls. And up the top I put this trim. I'm pretty sure I got this from Amanda, and I didn't notice, but I put it upside down. And I looked and I went, oh, you dum-dum. But I think it looks okay, because the flower part, I don't know. Anyway, it's staying. I like it. That's good enough. Sorry. And so then I made a few stick pins. Two I made the same so that she can give one away and keep one for herself. And the other two are just bonuses. This one has a charm. I like doing that. And it's got some Wild Orchid Crafts around, mini roses around there. This one has a heart. And then I love making stick pins with wings. These are dragonfly wings. So that's my, oh, and then there's the same lace that's along the sides is used for the hanger. So that's my entry for Linda for her challenge, and my ATC. Oh, and there is a tag that goes, oh, there it is. Sorry, hang on one second. I didn't fasten the stick pin holder all the way down so that I could stick a tag in here. So I haven't filled this tag out, that's why it was out there. It's waiting for me to fill it out. I'll write something on there, and then that just slips right in there. And some ribbon. So that's the entry. Oh, in the back, It's got some pretty pink lace down here. And then just my information up there and some more paper. That paper that I used on the front and the back came from this pad. I think I got this for a couple dollars at, I'm not sure if it was a dollar store or the mill store, but it's not very thick, but there's some cute papers in there. Anyway, that's my entry. Check out Linda's channel. I'll put the link down below, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye.